Welcome to another episode of Pets are Family. And today we have a very special guest. And his startup was introduced to me when I got two beautiful pups. So in my colony, we have pet parents. So when I got our pups, right, the first thing they said was go and join the pack. And we have the founder here, Shobhit. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you for the kind words.
Like I always ask our guests to introduce themselves in less than a minute.
So my name is Shobhit Mohanty. I live in Bangalore with my dog Drogo, who's an 8-year-old Cocker Spaniel. We started the pack back in 2020, late 2020, because so when I got my dog, I was a single.
That was late 2020.
Late 2020.
Peak COVID time.
Yeah. So I got Drogo in 2017 with a couple of my flatmates because suddenly we got up one day and we were like, we have to get a dog. Without thinking anything, we just went out and got a dog from some random breeder. We don't even know where he is now, what he's doing. Then after we got the dog is when we realized, okay, this is not as easy as we thought it will be on social media, right? There's so much that we have to learn. He was toileting all across the house. He was eating everything that was out on the table. He was biting our hands. So we were completely clueless. And
so was the actual dog parent?
Genuinely speaking, all three of us. But then life comes along and then you have to take certain decisions, right? So after 6 months, it was eventually that I and Drogo were living together. First of all, finding a house together was difficult. Then after that also, I continued to make so many mistakes till a point where he became so anxious when he's away from me that one time when he was left at boarding, he barked non-stop for 7 days. Non-stop. Like,
is it because of separation anxiety?
Just pure separation anxiety. He lost his voice, as in for a few days because it was so coarse. And that's when I thought that, okay, this is not okay. Like, I cannot be making such mistakes. And then I had all this free time. So I started learning more about dogs, joined a group of people who were doing a lot of things in the dog world, learned from them, started applying that. And then when COVID was happening, we didn't really have much to do. So my goal was to really help people learn before they get a dog so that they won't end up making the same mistakes as I did. And thankfully, a lot of pet experts were also, they had the same idea, they had the same vision. And when we connected, we saw scope there for education, for awareness. We were not thinking business at that time, but we just saw a huge scope for creating something that will be an educational tool for pet parents. So that's where we started the pack in late 2020 and it'll be 5 years actually in November.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. 5 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how did it start? As a WhatsApp group or how did you bring people together?
No, not at all. I mean, initially our idea was to actually, because it was COVID, right? Everybody was learning online. So we were like, okay, why don't we connect people to pet experts online? So we had like 3 or 4 experts and then we would get a few parents and then we will connect them to these experts for direct consultations online. We will do some online events, online workshops where they will learn a little bit
about it. So when
you
say online, is it Instagram, Facebook?
No, online meaning Zoom, Google Meet.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So we basically did what everybody else was doing in other sectors and try to bring that into the pet world.
So you connected pet parents with experts?
Yes.
That's what you did?
Yes.
So how did you find the pet parents? Was it from your circle or?
So what we did was we went and spoke to experts who already had an audience and they brought their audience and we brought something in terms of tech, something in terms of operations, something in terms of marketing.
Oh, nice.
So that was a synergy we found. And because at that time, nobody could get a dog trainer to come home, right? So at initial 1 or 2 years, a lot of people started taking up these online consults. They started joining our online workshops. We started writing articles so that they would, even if they can't pay for the workshop, they can at least read the article and get some information. So initially it was just this is what we did for 2 years from 2020 to 2022. Wrote a bunch of articles.
So you quit job and doing this?
Yeah.
Full time?
Yes.
It's a non-paid?
Not. My mom had the same questions. But the point was, the way that I saw it is that unless we put all of our time and energy in this, it's going to be very difficult to find it find the right model to make it work.
How did you manage your expenses for 2 years?
So thankfully, my parents were my first investors.
Oh,
They,
wow.
they supported me through this journey, and I'm very
So it was
thankful
called
to
the Pack then?
Yes, it was called thePack.in from the start. And they have been very supportive. Although initially they were like, "What are you trying to do?" And then when they realized that okay, this guy is not going to listen, they were like, "Okay, fine, take some money, take some time, figure it out." And I think as we have slowly achieved small milestones, confidence has grown. So now they are okay with what we're doing and what we are building.
Wonderful. Tell me about where you're from. What's your education? Why did you quit that high-paid job to get into this one?
I studied in BITS Pilani. After that, I was in consulting for 2 years, and then I was leading sales for a B2B e-commerce company. The problem with all these jobs is they pay well, but you don't get any emotional satisfaction out of it, right? Like, so even though I had a opportunity to go work abroad in the US, it just didn't connect with me somewhere deep inside. And I felt that, look, if I have to make money, I can always make money later. But if I want to make mistakes right now in the 20s is the time to make mistakes. So,
wow, audience, make a note of this.
Yeah, I mean, you need to explore, find out what is good for you. I just didn't want to have any regrets. So that is probably like the motivation. And then COVID hit, right? And COVID was just such a blank slate for everybody. You could do whatever you want. You had so much time on your hands. So that is really why I think if I look back, I would say that I was a little delusional at that point. Because I think all founders need to be a little delusional. Otherwise, you don't build big things, right? You have to be a little crazy. But I'm thankful that pushed me towards what we're doing today. So, yeah.
Super. Nice. Guys, recording this, right? Founders have to be a little crazy. Put this on record. So, being a head of sales, consulting and all that, did you see any future in building this?
I wasn't looking for...
Was it more emotional decision because you had a dog at home? Or did you see there is a business out?
No, partly emotional, also partly because I felt that there is a problem here. So India as a country is not like US, UK, Australia, Germany, which have had pets for a very long time. Right? There, people who have pets today are third generation pet parents or fourth generation pet parents, most of them. In India, 60 to 70% people who have got pets right now are first time pet parents. So they have no background, they have no understanding. So my goal was to help them understand what they're doing and how they can make their pets' lives happier and healthier. It was really this problem statement that motivated me more than the business as such at that time, because I felt that if we are solving the right problem, the business will be built around it eventually. I don't know if that is the right approach because I also am a first-time founder, but it just felt right in my head. So you can say part emotional, part mission-oriented, but also like a thrill of going on an adventure, right? Building something new from scratch is always exciting. So those are the kind of emotions that we were going through.
Was there any timeline you gave yourself, like I'll do this for these many years and then if things don't work out, I'll go back into consulting? Was there anything like that?
Yeah, not to myself, but to my parents, yes, for sure. They were like, okay, how much time do you need? And I gave myself 2 years and then I pushed it a little bit to 3 and then I pushed it a little bit to 4. And then eventually last year we were able to raise a small round, a pre-seed round. So that has given a little bit of confidence, not only to my parents, but also to everybody around us that, okay, these guys are serious about building something big, right? But
now the day when you quit the job, and how did that first few weeks look like?
Clueless. I had no idea what I was doing. I just used to go to the gym because I had a lot of free time. I would go to the gym twice a day, then come home, sleep, read a book, watch a movie. At that time, I had not even figured out that I was, looking to do something in the pet space. I knew I wanted to do something of my own. That itch was always there, but I had not identified the pet space as a space to solve a problem in.
Was there anyone else doing this when you started thePack? So, any inspiration or any other brand trying to do this?
So, what we are essentially is, at our core, we are like an educational platform, right? if you think about it, in India, nobody has built an education platform first kind of a business. But if you look at US, there is, I think, Spruce Pets, who has done a wonderful job in curating so much information. AKC was always there. I don't think they're doing it for information. I think they're doing it more to
the American Kennel Club.
American Kennel Club. I think that is more to transmit information about breed standards and all of that. But still, it's a good repository of information. WebMD, PetMD, these are the kind of platforms that were there. But what I realized was none of this was actually applicable in India. Like if you just look up things like how to toilet train your dog, you will get videos saying take your dog to the backyard and leave them there and they will toilet. Like in India, where is your backyard? So, and that's what when we were speaking to parents, they said the same thing, that we have all these YouTube videos, but they're all focused on US parents or UK parents. So we wanted some Indian version of the same education. Somebody to contextualize it to India and give it to them.
You're quite big on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
So you've created a community and groups for each and every breed, and even location based.
Yeah.
And how did that happen? How did you promote that?
So back in 2022, I think not 22, maybe early 23, we had so much knowledge that we wanted to give to parents, right? Like we had about 150 articles and videos, and we were doing so many workshops, and we had experts who were doing so many consults, but we didn't have a way to market ourselves. Like we didn't know how to get to the parent when they needed this the most. We didn't have the budget for ads, and SEO was doing okay, but it was not like really scaling to a level. Like we wanted to reach millions of parents. At that time, we were around 1,000 parents. So
1,000 parents where?
2022.
On WhatsApp group?
No, just in our, like, whoever we knew, if we counted them all, it was 1,000 parents. So you can say 1,000 email IDs.
1,000 email IDs?
Yeah.
Not registered on your website?
They were registered. That's why we had the email IDs. But like, we were not sure how to communicate with them more regularly.
So what did the website have for them to register?
So on the website, they could go and register for a group online workshop. They could register for a consult. They could read our articles. They could watch some videos. So it was this 3-4
How did
things.
you manage to get 1,000 people?
Initially, in the 2 years, it was through the work that we did with the experts, right?
Wonderful.
So experts brought in their audiences.
All Bangalore pet parents? Or pan-India?
No, this was, at that time, I would say 75% were in Bangalore, but then there were other parents also. I think the work we were doing was spreading around and people were coming to know more about the pack and they were reading some of our articles. SEO was giving us traffic. So we had about 1,000 parents then. We didn't have a direct way of communicating. So we said, why don't we just put all the parents in a WhatsApp group, and then whenever something is happening, we can share that information with them. We can share an article when somebody has a question. And what also we thought will happen is the more experienced parents will be able to guide the lesser experienced parents.
Nice.
So they don't have to always depend on experts only for advice. They can depend on themselves, right? So we also felt that it was coherent with our philosophy of building the pack.
Beautiful. Very nice.
So that's how we started.
What an organic way to grow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
When you have limited resources, you figure out all these ways.
I've seen people spending on meta ads and influencers and carpet bombing. That's the new term that has been given for products where they hire crazy amount of influencers to promote their brand. It's called carpet bombing.
I mean, so I'm also a first-time entrepreneur, right? So many of these things I wouldn't even have known. I mean, now that you're telling me, it sounds like a very fancy term. Maybe we'll try it sometime in the future. But when you are in that mental mindset of having limited resources, you have to innovate or you have to find new things. It also felt very organic. A lot of parents were also asking us for it.
Nice.
So when we created the first WhatsApp group, then parents were like, okay, this is great. But now can I have something just for my breed? So then we were
that's
like, okay.
When you open.
Yeah, that's when we were like, okay, let me
channels.
experiment with a specific breed group. And that really started doing well. That's when we saw that, okay, first of all, the parents of each breed group, very different in their persona, right? So an indie parent has a certain type of personality, and it is a very different personality from a Rottweiler parent, or from a Labrador, or from a GSD parent, right? I don't want to stereotype, but I'm just saying that these are the patterns we have
and even
seen.
the conversations are different.
Very different, right? So
you are a part of all the group and managing them.
So I am part of all the groups. We have about 140 groups now.
140
Yeah,
groups on
it's
WhatsApp.
crazy. Yeah. WhatsApp has not made it easy to build a community. It's really difficult. I think they can do a lot
Is it a
more.
group or a community?
So there are 140 groups, part of 7 communities. Yeah.
And who manages all that?
So we have like a 2-tier structure. We have a set of pet parents themselves who volunteer their time for no money at all. They are the wonderful mentors. We call them the mentors of the pack, and they help other parents whenever they can. There's no expectation from them. They've been super helpful in building this. They also give us direct feedback, so it keeps us grounded. Then we have a team of we call them volunteer moderators. So they volunteer their time. We give them a little bit of a stipend, whatever best we can do. But they are also really enthusiastic, really passionate. Without mentors and moderators, a community will not work. And then whenever we as a team can pitch in with whatever we can do, we try to do.
But how do you manage so many groups? Like, how does your day look like?
So it's distributed, really. I mean, just like Reddit does not have one person seeing everything, right? So you distribute.
But it's more in Reddit, most of it is a user-generated content.
Yeah. But all of the groups have their own moderators, and the moderators keep checking what is happening.
So moderators report to you?
I mean, I wouldn't say report. I mean, I think they do way more than I will ever do. Sometimes I'm just dependent on them to tell me, okay, how do you manage this situation? A lot of times there are conflicts in our communities. People have different opinions. People have different parenting styles, and somebody is starting to impose their parenting style on the other. It doesn't go down well. So all of these kind of issues happen all the time.
If somebody wants to open a group that any specific breed group, like for example, I have cane coursers.
Yeah.
And if we have to open a group, we'll have to let you know.
I mean, what we try to do is at least have 50, 100 parents, right? Without that, a group will not work.
And how do you bring that 50, 100 parents? We have to...
we are not actively looking for them. As and when it happens, we will create it. Right now, we know that there are the top 6 breeds, I think, in India are Indies,
Beagle.
I would say Indies, Golden, Labrador,
German Shepherd.
Then German Shepherd. Shih Tzu is also very, very popular. And then Beagle. These are the top 6. So these top 6, we are able to find easily the parents for that. And then for everything else, as soon as we see that there are enough parents, then we go out and create a group. But it also requires a lot of preparation from us. Like we have to learn about that breed properly. We have to learn about the problems they face. So tomorrow, if we want to create, like say, a group of Chihuahuas, no experience, right? We'll have to do a lot of preparation in the back end so that we know we are confident we can help. Unless we are confident, we don't start. We do have support groups for adoption. So if people are looking to adopt a dog, we have a group which they can join, and there are a lot of people who are constantly sharing adoption requests there. We have seen parents actually end up with a dog's adoption, end up with a dog that whose adoption request they found first on the pack. So pack has been a way for people to bring a dog home. So those are really enriching stories for us.
Wonderful. And what does the current business look like? Should I call it business? Because bringing so many people and creating a group and a community and all that, it looks like more of a community work.
No, we are a business. We are a for-profit company, and what we have started building is basically we took a problem when we are trying to figure out approach to solve the problem. And the idea is that, okay, if we solve the problem well enough, we will have a large enough audience base through which we can then monetize. Right?
Wonderful.
So initially our monetization was happening, okay, you are reading our content, you are watching our videos. If you want to learn more about a certain topic, we are doing this workshop. So come and join this workshop.
So content gave you the first revenue.
Yeah.
So they have to subscribe for the content.
They didn't have to do anything. They were just like watching our content on Instagram. And then the next post will be, hey, if you would like to learn more about separation anxiety, we're doing this workshop.
The workshop is very charged.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the revenue came.
Yeah. But very soon we realized it's not scalable. Yeah. After a point, it just doesn't grow until you put a lot of money.
But was it enough to break even and look after expenses?
No, not at all. We have never been profitable, and we will become profitable over time. But till now, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Then the next model that we explored was, okay, can we do enough consults, direct one-on-one consult, where the expert is going to somebody's house and training their dog, or an expert is advising a parent on nutrition.
This is pan India.
Yeah, pan India, because we could do online also and offline also. And offline we had maybe 5 or 6 cities where we had experts, where we still have experts. But all the other cities we would help through online.
And most of this is happening through the WhatsApp group and the community that you have built.
This was happening through our website. This was before WhatsApp community.
WhatsApp.
This is the initial.
I always thought WhatsApp was the first thing that you built.
I think that's the biggest thing now. So
that's what my neighbors recommended, that if you ever get a pup, go join the pack, and that's where you'll find all the answers.
I feel that has become like the defining characteristic of the pack. But we have done so many different iterations of the pack. Like there's been so many different ways that we have tried to do this. We still do a few consults. We still do a lot of events. Like this month, we have had over 200 people join our events, paid events that do not free events. We also do free events where we have had the last 3 free events. We have had like 500 plus registrations.
The events are all online.
All online.
All online.
Actually, not all online. We do some offline also. Most are online, I would say. Some are offline also.
So you had 200 paid customers this month.
Yeah.
Wow.
This month is special because we're doing something about indies and awareness around it. So a lot of people feel connected to it also.
So what kind of events are these?
So it can be anything ranging from if you have a dog, your dog is struggling with separation anxiety, you want to learn how to solve separation anxiety, that is one type.
So what kind of experts do you bring in for this?
Behaviorists.
Behaviorists.
Behaviorists is the right expert.
So they're a part of the pack, or you source them?
No, so we are connected to experts. We are very lucky to have some incredible experts who advise us on everything. And they are the ones who host these classes. We just arrange everything around it, right? Like we do the marketing, we do the operations, we do make sure that everybody has registered properly, questions are collected, shared with the expert, help them with the content. But end of the day, it's the expert who is delivering that information, and it's the quality of the expert that really solves the problem for the parent, right? We are just helping organize all of this. So that's how our events happen. And then, like similar to separation anxiety, there's so many more topics, right?
Okay.
Like
how do you pick the topic?
Collaboration with the expert. We also understand from pet parents the problems they're facing, and there are like 6 or 7 topics that are very core to a parent. So most of our events are focused on that. Then offline events are more for an experience for the dog to feel like they have had an outing, they have had fun, right? So our offline events are more focused on making sure that the dog has had fun. Nice. That's why our offline events are never big. Yeah. You'll not hear that much also about it. It's like 5
offline
or 6
events are not profitable, right? It's more you burn time, cash.
For us, it's like all of these things that we do, we never looked at profits till now, right? But as a for-profit business, we have to be mindful of the fact that if we have to do this at a large scale and we have to sustain it for a long time, we have to make money. So
can't this become like a marketplace, like an online education? There's so many profitable, for humans I'm talking about, there's so many profitable startup where they teach people through the online courses. Can't this become that?
I think nobody completes an online course. Like I was studying somewhere that 4% of people who enroll for an online course actually complete it. So we actually thought about creating courses, and then we were not too excited about it, because it's just like if you're signing up for something but you don't get the outcome that you want, right? Then what is the point? I would much rather that you attend like a 1 hour, 2 hour workshop, get whatever information you need, and then go implement it. And then if you have feedback, share it on the group. We'll help you.
Wow.
The quality of products, pet products that exist in India is really bad. Most of the pet products are built with very low quality items, very low quality. Like for example, I will give you rawhide chews, something that was very common in India till like 2 to 3 years back. It's very, very bad.
But everybody claims that, right? Everybody says that the quality of the food is really bad.
It is.
And that's why we are doing it.
Yeah. So where our USP lies is the fact that we want to build something that helps parents raise happier and healthier pets, which means what? Most pet parents give home cooked food to their dogs. But home cooked food is very difficult to balance in terms of nutrition, right? So we want to create like a line of products that will help pet parents complete the nutritional balance of their home cooked diet. And we want to do it in a way that is transparent, and people can trust the quality of the product. People can check the ingredients right there upfront. People can see the test reports of these products so that they know what exactly is in this. If it's a bottle, what is there in each bottle, and then they can sort of use it at home. Because we have so much content, we have the experts. We are getting a lot of inputs when building these products, and when the products are built and given to a parent, we are also able to support them after that. So we came out with the Honest 30% omega-3 fish oil. The name Honest because we want to be absolutely upfront about everything that is in the product. 30% because it's the minimum concentration of omega-3 that you will get in the fish oil. And why omega-3? Because honestly, the initial thought process was my dog is getting old. And one of the best things that my dog can get as he's getting old is omega-3, because omega-3 is a anti-inflammation agent. So it reduces inflammation across your body, which means that it can reduce the pain in your joints. It can reduce the skin rashes, hot spots that you get, because all of these are caused because of inflammation. So omega-3 helps with managing all of these inflammations. The problem is omega-3, good quality omega-3 is only available from fish and marine sources, which most Indian parents just can't do it. We thought, okay, this is a great nutrient to add to the diet. It's not available. All the products in the market, if you go check out omega-3 content in them, 5%, 10%. It's really bad, really bad quality supplements, right? So we said, okay, can we get the best quality omega-3? So we went to a manufacturer who manufactures omega-3 for human pharma. And we got the highest quality of fish oil that they manufacture. And then we brought that into our product line. Our nutritionist, Arpita, she helped formulate the right balance of omega-3.
Wow.
And then we worked on that product. So that even this product took us 6 to 8 months to develop and release into the market. But now we're very proud of it. And thankfully, it's been received well also. So
beautiful.
Hopefully, it's something that we feel that parents should give forever.
Super. My question, was this all again funded by your parents, or did you raise funds to do this?
No, so last year we raised our first round.
Congratulations.
It was a pre-seed. Thank you.
Nice.
It was a pre-seed. We got some wonderful investors who are also aligned on our vision.
Are these investor pet parents also?
Yeah. They are.
Then how did you find them?
By working together. Most of the people that we are connected to, we have worked together. So even with our investors, they have their own line of products. And we work together to help give them feedback on their line of products.
What kind of products do they do?
So they have a range. Basically, they import these products into India and then they sell it under different brand names.
For human or pets?
For pets.
For pets, okay.
Yeah. So they have been in the industry for a while.
Good.
And they have a range of these products. And it helps because when you're working with them over time, it builds a lot of confidence. You get to see each other, the way they work, the way you work. Does it fit? Does it gel? So for me, investors are more like, collaborators in the journey.
So when did you raise the funds? Like after how many years, and what took you to prove to the investors that this is a business that is scalable and it will generate revenue?
3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah. And even then, I would say that the thing that really clicked for the funding to happen is the community that we created. I think there's a lot of scope in the way that we can keep building this community, because the core idea of community, the reason I think it works is our goal is to spread awareness, right? You cannot do it as just one person standing with a loudspeaker and shouting at everybody, right? The awareness will spread when you tell 10 people, then these 10 people tell 10 people, and then those 10 people tell 10 people. That is the way that awareness will really spread. So if we want to build something that will truly bring pet parenting education to the last pet parent in India, I think that it can only happen through a community. But when the investors got the proof that, okay, this community can really work and it's growing and it's helping parents, that's when we were able to close the first round of funding.
Awesome. You're the only startup that has successfully built a community in India. Even the brands with big funding have failed to do this.
I think First Cry was one of the early
in the pet space. I'm talking
in the
about.
pet space. Yeah, I think
in
so.
the pet space, I haven't seen anybody building such a strong community.
Thank you.
So I have a
lot of
because when I
validation
got
for-
into the pet industry, the first thing I researched was who's built this. I don't want to take the name. All the big brands who have raised millions of dollars have failed to build a community.
I think what one thing that I would maybe suggest so that whoever is watching can go and build their own community is that when you're building it, you cannot build it thinking, oh, I want to scale it to 10 lakh people. You have to build it very authentically just for 100 people. Then when 100 people find value from it, then try and see, okay, what will take you from 100 to 1000. We are now trying to see if we can build some AI bots that can automatically check messages that are coming in, support parents wherever required. Like all of these systems we have built over time. If we were not patient, if we were trying to do too many things too quickly, it may not work. And community is such a thing that it's very volatile. It's very delicate.
Delicate, yeah.
You make 2 small mistakes and it can just break apart.
And even if they sense business also, they might disconnect with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, they will be part of the group, but they will be like, I'm not really listening to you, right? So it's a very fine balance and takes the right amount of patience and also the right amount of just drive to keep building it. So I don't think anybody should start building a community thinking I'll build it for 1 million people. If it happens, great, but chances are low.
So with creating all the groups and for last 5 years, watching every pet parent talking about it, what do you think the pet parents are facing? What kind of problems are they facing now?
So I think the biggest problem, of course, is education, awareness. I wouldn't say that pet parents are not educated. Everybody is literate. Everybody has studied from very good colleges.
How do pet parents know that they should
jobs.
be educated? Because they think dog is so easy to raise.
When they face their first problem is when they realize that, okay, this is not as easy as I thought. First problem is usually faced immediately after you get a puppy home. Within a week, they will be toileting all across your house. And then you will be Googling it. Okay, how do I do this? How do I solve toilet training? It's the same for everybody, right? Like all the papers will be spread across the floor and we'll be on our phone figuring out how to do toilet training. Then the problem they face is puppy biting. Most of the puppies that come...
All furniture's gone.
Yeah. Furniture gone, hand gone, full scratches everywhere. Sometimes I've heard parents come to us and say, hey, when my doctor saw it, they thought I'm trying to commit suicide or something. Because the hands are fully scratched, right?
These are cat stories, right?
No, just puppies also.
Puppies also.
Yeah. Because hands are like completely gone. Puppies treat your hands like toys. And parents are also initially, their teeth are not that sharp. So they are able to do it and parents don't feel any pain. But as teeth become sharper and sharper, then it starts paining, and by this time it's a little late. You're starting to see scratches all over. Puppy means no harm to you. It's just trying to play with you. But the parent needs to learn how to stop this behavior. Then as they grow older, they have to figure out their diet. They have to figure out how to take them out for a walk. They have to figure out how to solve separation anxiety. Sometimes puppies grow up to be nervous dogs. So reactivity becomes an issue. Some dogs whose reactivity is not addressed early can become aggressive dogs. So then that becomes a huge problem, right? So awareness is definitely required. That's number one, in my opinion. Number two, I feel that India being a country with limited space, that also is a big problem for dogs, because dogs love space. Our houses are tiny and we get big dogs like Huskies and Dobermans, and I've seen Saint Bernards living in 800 square feet BHKs. So that's not ideal. Like the dog's mental faculties are not being used. They're frustrated. They want space. They want to run. We don't have that. So that brings a lot of problems also. I think there's a lack of infrastructure. Most parents, when they want to step out, I know parents who have not had a vacation in 3 years because they just don't trust any boarding with their dog, right? You keep hearing these stories of dogs running away. Not saying that boardings are not good. There are some really good boardings, really exceptional work they're doing. But there are also many boardings that are just not built in the right way, right? That is one problem. Grooming, vet, even number of vets in India is very, very low. So finding a good vet can become a problem. So infrastructure is a big issue. I think then also abandonment is a big problem. I feel abandonment happens because of all these issues. These issues lead to abandonment when parents are not aware, when they have not realized that they need a support system They cannot just rely on boardings and this and grooming and that. When they not realize that they've got the wrong breed of dog for their small apartment, eventually leads to abandonment, which now increases the number of homeless dogs in India.
True.
So these are all the problems that people are facing. I also feel that
How much of these problems you're trying to solve?
as many as possible, to be honest. Like, we want to make pet parenting as easy as possible in India. Awareness is obviously number one for us, but we are also trying to solve the problem of, through awareness only can we find good boarding spaces and suggest you that, okay, you can go here or you can go here, just through articles, nothing else. When it comes to the pet homelessness problem, all the street dogs, the community dogs, we are spreading awareness how people should not just buy dogs from breeders, but also think about, okay, can I adopt? If you can adopt, please try and adopt. So that is again something that we are trying to do. I think awareness cuts across all of this. If you set the right expectations, give them the right education, I think pet parents will definitely make the right decision.
Super. Nice. Great. Okay, we'll come back to the product. The Omega fish oil that you spoke about. Where is it available? Where can pet parents buy it?
You can buy it on the Pack store.
On
we
the
have
Pack
a
store?
store on the Pack website. So the website is called thepack.in. In the website, you will find a store and you can go and purchase from there. We are also available on Amazon.
So it's a generic thing for all breeds? Or is it a breed specific?
Yeah, omega-3 is something that is helpful for all dogs of all ages.
All ages.
Only thing we advise is don't give it to dogs before 4 months of age.
Okay.
And don't give it to dogs that have severe health issues like kidney conditions or chronic liver issues. So with health issues, check
Is it
with the
mentioned on
doctor.
the website? All these things?
Everything is. We are more than transparent. Like, we put everything on the website. Like, you want to know exactly how much salmonella is in the fish oil, also it's there.
Awesome.
So everything is there. You can check it. And just if your dog is having health issues, please speak to your vet or nutritionist before giving
Do
it.
you have vet also?
Yes.
On your website?
Yeah.
So they can consult and then buy the product?
Yes, absolutely. Most people choose to consult with a nutritionist and then buy, because dietary recommendations are better served by a nutritionist.
Can the pet parents watching this go to the website, consult a nutritionist and then buy the product?
100%, yes.
Is there a way where I can tell you about my dog and then can it recommend whether this is safe or no?
So it's safe for all dogs. What we want to build is, we are trying to build a AI agent that can tell you exactly how much dosage to give,
Awesome.
when to give, when to stop giving. Let's say, so a lot of dogs' tummies are sensitive to high fat because they've never had high fat before. So sometimes when you give it, they might have loosies because their body is not adjusted to it. So then we want to advise to stop giving it, wait for a week, then start again with very small amount, see if the tummy is adjusting, then give a little bit more. So all this information needs to be shared. So we want to build an agent soon. Right now, all of this is available through the website. And if anybody has any questions, they can text us. We are on the WhatsApp community, so it's very easy to reach us.
What other products do you have?
We have not yet launched any other product. Right now, what we are trying to... Sorry?
What's next
in
the product space?
So we did a survey of pet parents at the start of the year. We got 1,500 people, all pet parents, to fill like very lengthy form where we asked a lot of questions. And the idea was to understand more about pet parents and the challenges that they are facing. And we'll be publishing the results soon also. It's called the Dog Parenting India Survey. What we saw was the top 4 or 5 problems that people in India face with their dogs is joint mobility issues, skin health issues, gut health issues, anxiety support, and just dental health. So what we want to do is, we want to create supplements that will help for each of these. Right now, we have started with joint mobility. Joint and skin both, because omega-3 helps with both of these. But soon we want to sort of give solutions that will help with each of these problems.
So the beginning of this episode, right, you mentioned about you have a lot of patience and you want to build the right solution. Now I kind of validate that.
Thank you.
One product at a time, then do the survey, find out what exactly is needed in the market and what you're trying to solve. Because I've seen people, as soon as they see the gap, they build everything. Good example is us in the tech space.
I think, yes, I have a certain amount of value, but I also feel like our team brings a lot of value. So if I can, I would like to give a shout out to our team, because I think they deserve to be here as much as I do. So right from our tech person, Ram, who has been there for like 4 years now almost. In fact, I think most of our team members have been there right from the start.
Wow, nice.
So Ram, Shrija, Shivani, Pratna.
Will you send their photos so that we can pop all the photos when you're
100%.
saying the name?
Absolutely. So these are all like the core members of our team, but then we have a really large team of experts who work with us, who support us, who give us all the feedback, unfiltered.
Please send all the photos.
Yeah,
we'll try to.
We will definitely.
Put it on the screen.
So it's thanks to everybody. The pack is the pack because of the pack behind the pack.
Yeah. So you said that on the top first is the product.
Yeah.
What's the second one that is generating revenue for you?
Right now, the second most revenue source is our events. Workshop. We do see a lot of parents. So this is a merch that I'm wearing as part of the incredible Indie Month awareness.
This is where can they get this merch?
This is also available on the Pack store.
On the Pack store,
right? So the reason we did this is because a lot of parents, when they buy merch, when they watch movies, anything which is cultural, you will see a golden retriever, you will see a German Shepherd, you will never see an indie dog. So we said, okay, if we want to change the narrative around indies, we have to start putting them in our pop culture. So the merch was our way of normalizing indie dogs. It's not just a comfortable t-shirt, but it's also a statement. So a lot of people who agree with the same ideologies buy it. We are seeing amazing response for that. So maybe if there's no other way of making money, we will just go full on in the merch side.
Nice.
Because for us, that's the thing, right? Like for us, goal is one. Everything else is to support that goal. So if it takes merch to support that goal, why not?
Super.
Yeah.
Great. And the third one is the education part.
Yes. So events, courses, workshops, something that we have always been trying to do. I just don't think that as Indians, we are very attuned to learning online yet. So maybe we'll keep building small things and over time hit the jackpot with that.
Okay. 5 years of doing this, starting from building a community, and then events, education, then product. What's the vision and mission for the pack?
Our vision is very simple. We want to make it extremely easy for pet parents to raise a dog at home, right? And if we can do it well for dogs, then we'll do it for cats also. Then we'll do it for others. But right now, our focus is entirely on dogs. Our goal is that as soon as a pet parent comes at home, actually even before, like 1 month before you are bringing a dog home, you should have the education or awareness you need on your fingertips to make the right decision, right? This is what we want to do. Whether we do it or we support somebody else doing it, or whether we do it via WhatsApp, whether we do it via the app, that's all secondary. We'll figure it out. But that's our mission. So in the next 5 to 10 years, my goal personally, and I believe it's the same for the team as well, can we reach every pet parent in India and give them one small tip that will help them raise their dog better? So if that can be achieved, then I think that we would have done something powerful.
Amazing. And our best wishes to you. And you have been an inspiration, especially for a young startup, not young age-wise. For me, who have entered this industry, you have been an inspiration.
I love what you guys are doing at Happy Pet, I think.
Thank you.
Just the new perspective that you have brought, the freshness of the approach, the designs. Like I feel like just by existing, Happy Pet has glamorized the pet industry because of the super cool portals that you have built. I was seeing the tech platform and I think it's really amazing. So everybody who's not living in India but wants to run a business, please reach out to Happy Pet. They have some amazing tools that they have built and I'm sure that they'll benefit from it.
Thank you very much. This episode, it's about him, not us. Please buy the merch from thePack.in and also the Omega Fish Oil from thePack.in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's for me, the last 45 minutes of 1 hour has been like an education. It's like I signed up for this course.
No, I'm happy if it helped.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.